Hello again. You're probably wondering why you're currently here with all of this going on, suspended through the cosmos, stars and black holes, planets, all of that lovely stuff. Okay, well, there's a long explanation for this, but it might get a bit confusing, so actually, I'll give you a shortened answer. Hopefully you still remember me. It's Dr. Cyneric. Do you remember? See? Anyway, now, what I thought was that I'd take you on a journey around the stars and the planets, the moons and of course the dark reaches of space itself. Do you remember when we had this agreement? Oh, maybe I got mixed up and took the wrong person with me. Oh, never mind. The main thing is you are safe. You're probably wondering how we're both able to talk and breathe right now, aren't you? That's what I thought. And yes, there is no air, of course, in space itself. But don't you worry. What I did was brought you along, and you can't see it. We're kind of like in a vessel of sorts. It's quite interesting, actually, but again, I'm giving the short, sweet answer here. So don't you worry. It's going to be all right. You're not in any danger. Not with me around, at least. Now, before we whisk you back to your beloved bedside, I thought that perhaps we could explore some more of space together. To help you unwind and relax. You're safe with me up here. There's not going to be any nasty aliens or spaceships or black holes or bumping into asteroids or shooting stars. None of that at all. Though it would be fascinating to perhaps come across a shooting star and see if we can scratch that old myth about if seeing a shooting star would grant you a wish come true. But maybe that can be sorted for another time. Like I say, let's just enjoy the journey, shall we? Yes, good idea. But we'll be heading for your bedroom ever so soon. You'll be back there before you know it, I promise. And everything's gonna be alright. So let's get comfortable and enjoy the vast beauty and it's just a work of art, isn't it? I wish I could get a paintbrush and paint the cosmos around me in my own interesting way. And sorry, I've been on a bit of a tangent there. Anyway, like I say, let's explore the cosmos and we'll be back in your room before you know it. Would you like me to hold your hand just to make sure you're extra safe? Most certainly. Anything for my number one patient. There we go. I'll keep holding your hand, no matter what happens. But like I say, no harm's gonna come our way. Just get yourself comfortable in your bed. Nice and warm, I hope. That's good. Alright then. As you can see by this side here, I think you can perhaps spot some of the fiery stars of the Milky Way blaring right close to us. Well, maybe a few hundred miles isn't too close, but nevertheless, close enough for us to spot with our naked eye. Of course, I wouldn't call my eyes naked. I have this mask on, you see, so I'd like to think they're appropriately dressed and fully clothed. Yes, my decently dressed eyes. And over there, looks like an absolutely beautiful formation of stars and all sorts of luscious colours. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it really is, isn't it? Such a lovely, wonderful, captivating sight. Gliding through the universe together. It's like a little vessel we've got, like a spaceship, you could think of it as, or a pirate's boat, travelling across the cosmos, soaking up all of the wonderful sights around us. Truly hypnotizing sights, aren't they? Yes, that's what I think as well. Like I say, all of this is to help you relax and feel safe. Is there anything else I can do to help you feel more safe? Perhaps I could gently stroke your head. Would you like me to do that for you? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Just want to make sure that you're not frightened after all. But even as a doctor, I'll most certainly stroke you on the head, softly and gently. Let's make all that angst and fear melt away and drift off into the dark void around us to become one with the stars. You know, it's ever so cold in space, extremely cold. Why, if I had a cup of tea in my hands and I just so happened to throw it out into the darkness of space, it would near enough instantly crystallize, beautiful brown crystals flying off into nowhere. Can you imagine that sight? I bet you could. I bet you could. I don't have any tea with me, so I'm sorry if I can't showcase this to you. I'm sure you understand. Are you a tea drinker? Ah, I see, I see. I don't drink tea, you see. It's a bit difficult to drink things with this mask on. Oh, I wouldn't want to take it off. It's very important for me to keep it on at all times. Yes, that's right. All times, gotta keep it on. You don't think it's scary, do you? Oh, I just like to check in on my patients and double check with them quite often just to make sure that it's not any more scary than it was perhaps last time or compared to previous encounters. After all, safety is my #1 priority. Or is it making sure that I put my tie on correctly? No, wait, that's my #2 priority. Plague doctor humor. Well, my sense of humor at least. But like I say, it's quite alright, quite alright. Still hold your hand, and I'm still stroking your head with the other. We're gonna get through this. There's no one to harm you, no one to get in your way. There's nothing in this overarching embrace of particles and dust, rock, and great spheres of fire. Nothing of the sort is going to harm you. Making our way ever so close to Earth. We'll be there before you know it. And when you're ready to rest, I'll have you gently dropped back into your room before you can say, "Goodness gracious, was I just flying around space for a moment back there?" Yes, it'll be all right. There'll be no worries, no qualms, no dangers to prevent you from getting the sleep you need. It'll all be okay. Off we go, slowly and steadily. Nothing to get in our way. I've made sure that all the necessary precautions were made, that we'll be going around a set, predetermined path. So there's no need for me to control anything. It's all... Are you enjoying your trip so far? Really? That's good to hear. It's very good to hear. Yes. So serene. So relaxing. You're not getting cold, are you? Good. If you ever get cold, you just let me know. If you get sick, be sure to tell me as well. I might have a few remedies in my pockets to help out. I'm sure you're going to be fine as it is. I've made sure of it. That's why I'm here. Always good to be spending time together after all, here and there. Having someone looking out for you. And you deserve to have someone to look out for you after all. Yeah. You are my number one patient after all. My beloved number one. Such a lovely time we're having, wouldn't you say? Ah, I see. Have you ever been on a date with anyone in the great cosmos, this close to the planets and stars? Really? Well, you have been missing out up to this point, haven't you? I mean, you don't have to consider this a date of any kind. That's entirely up to you. I just thought that it'd still be a nice way to spend a bit of time together, you know. I always like spending time with you. Always want to be making sure that you're A-OK, tippity-top, fit as a fiddle. Or is it fit as a guitar? Or violin? Oh, I'm sure it's one of those. But the point remains, of course. Have you ever wondered what one of these particles in space might taste like? Yes, just imagine that. Imagine if I managed to get a great big spoon and scooped up some of these curious pieces of particles and rock and space dust and scooped them all into a giant bowl and added a bit of milk. Oh, I'm sure you can imagine what that must taste like. Well, maybe it probably would just taste of rock. At least there'd be plenty of milk to get. After all, we're in the Milky Way. It's a good one, isn't it? Well, actually, I was trying to think of space jokes before we met up, and I came up with that one all on my own. Granted, it took me a few hours, but I got there in the end. I think it's one of my better jokes. does it? Admiring all the beauties and mysteries of the universe, so up close. Of course, there are beauties in the universe. Beautiful sights, beautiful sounds, and of course, beautiful people. I know of one particular person who certainly fits that description. Can you guess? Oh, I'm not telling. I'm sure you can figure it out for yourself. Well, this has been quite a trip. Very enjoyable one, wouldn't you say? Ah, yes. Lovely. It's been truly wonderful being out here. I can't thank you enough for coming along with me on this ride around space. Well, even if I preemptively took you along without asking first, but oh well, maybe I was a bit too eager and probably should have double-checked to make sure I got the right person. That's the reason, yes, it's not that I just wanted to surprise and impress you. Definitely not like that. I mean, doctors like myself don't get all mushy with their emotions like that. I'm far too professional, you see. I'm sure you understand. Anyway, let's get you back to where you belong, in your room again. Alright then, I guess this is where we say adieu, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, and farewell. But it's quite alright. I can always pop round again if you'd like. How does that sound? Really? Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm so looking forward to our next encounter. But I assure you that I'll make sure to keep you safe and sound, and to make sure you're not sick or feeling all lumpy in the head. I'll let you resume your sleep then. Let's get you back in your bed, into your room. All you need to do is just close your eyes. That's it. Yes. I assure you, your old buddy Dr. Cyneric will be back again. Yes. Keep those beautiful eyes closed. Just imagine slowly being lowered back into your room, safely and soundly. That's it. Ever so gently, and off into slumber. The thoughts, the dreams and ambitions taking you to wonderful places. I'll see you later then, sweetest of dreams, my number one.